been working on the railroad all the livelong day.
So this is a picture of the train station, and it was built with red brick. So my train station was not red. My train station is this color. I don't think I ever painted it. Anyway, so I'm going to paint it red. So I started to paint the railway station. Silly me, I forgot to start the video. So I got some of it done already. Mostly that in there and some of that in there. I don't remember where I got this kit from. I've had it for years. Anyway, it had little arms here that went up to the roof, but they never lined up properly when you put it together. They were crooked. They just weren't straight, so I took them off. Some of them broke off, and some of them came off. The other thing about this kit, this roof would never glue on and stay glued on. And as long as you don't move it around too much, it's okay. So that's where I'm at with that. I think I'm going to have to do some masking on this before I go any further, because it's going to be really hard to paint around those windows. So I'm getting it taped the best I can. I probably am going to try to see if I can get this railing to come off without breaking it. It's pretty loose. And that one's pretty tight. I might not bother with that one. Anyway, tape all over my fingers. So I've got one little piece at the bottom that I need to try and cover. Let's see if I can do it. I need 3 hands. Oh, that might do it. Oh, that did not work. Okay, I got it. So everything seems to be loose on this thing. Anyway, I'm going to continue on painting that. I probably am not going to be able to do much about that, but I can get the ends done. And then I got to decide what color to paint the platform. Back in a bit. I guess I could get back in the camera here. One more section to go. Okay. Must remember to breathe. It's going on much better than what I thought. I thought I would be getting it all over everywhere. So this color is red iron oxide, I believe. I didn't want a bright red. Okay. Okay. So, yes. Red iron oxide. And I've had this paint forever, and it's still good. So I'm going to let that dry. I might give this a second coat. And I'm going to finish up this little spot here, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I got this done, but I do have some boo-boos. So I take one of these here tools. It's got more of a point on this end. I take some paper towel and just get it a little bit wet and see if I can rub off some of that paint. Where I messed up. Rather than having to try and paint those little pieces. And sometimes it works. I might just be able to pick that off. Oh, I think it's coming off. It's hard to see. I think I got most of it. And then this is the other end. I still have to give that a second coat. And maybe a little more paint there. And then I can start on the sides. So there's one end done. And there is the other end done. So then I can start on the sides, and then I can do the platform. So continuing on with painting the train station, I think I can get around these windows without having to mask all this stuff. This paintbrush seems to be working pretty good so far. I'll have to give it 2 coats, like I did with that. And then I'll have to do some weathering. And I may try to put some gray stone, something at the bottom, maybe, because the train station had gray sandstone at the bottom. I don't know if you can see it in this picture or not too well, but you can see that there was different colored stone right there. I'll have to try to get a better picture. It's not really very clear, but I might try to jazz it up some, maybe, if I ever get the painting done. So it's going to be, I think, a rather long process, trying to paint around all these windows and doors and the little tiny areas. I probably am going to have to mask. But this brush here seems to be working pretty good. So hopefully by the time I get my room ready to go, I'll have my train station ready. I might not have anything else ready, but I'll have a train station. And then, of course, I have to dig out all my train stuff. But I'm not going to do that until I get this room emptied out. And do some organization. And figure out what size my modules are going to be. So I'm going to continue on painting and be back later. Okay, so there's the first coat of red on this side. I may leave these little areas here under the windows and paint those gray instead of trying to do any kind of stonework. Anyway, I'll see how that looks. And I am just painting this paint in full strength. I'm not diluting it or anything. So on to the other side, and we should be able to get the first coat on. Got one coat on each of those sides. So I'll put on the second coat after that dries. And then maybe I'll tackle the gray paint. Anyway, I gotta go get some coffee. So be back later. Okay, I'm back again. I'm going to try to put some gray paint on here. The gray paint is very, very thin. So it's going to take at least 2 coats of paint. I sort of started it somewhere here, there. But I had to put 2 coats on. So, oh yeah, I did that there too. I got some cleanup to do. But let's see if I can make sure I stay in the camera. I find it very hard to get any kind of gray paint around this place. I seem to have about 1 color, and that's it. So I might have to resort to Amazon to see if I can get different shades of gray. Because I'm not particularly crazy about this paint. It is so thin. But it will work. It seems to have little gobs of something in it too. Anyway, I'm going to continue on with the gray paint and I'll be back later. So I have 2 coats of gray paint on here. And I think that will do it. Got some cleanup to do. And then I'm going to decide whether I should paint those window frames and also the platform. The roof looks like it was kind of a grayish blue color. So I might do something with this too. We'll see. My little thing here broke off and I don't know where it is, so I guess it'll just have to be, oh, I'm not even in the camera. This little thing broke off. So I guess I'll have to just leave it that way and it'll just be in disrepair, I guess. So things have kind of slowed down with the moving project of getting my train room emptied out. We realized that I need a plug-in in one of those walls, well, the end wall. So my husband's going to have to put a plug-in in that wall. So everything kind of came to a standstill. Anyway, I think I'm going to decide what to do with these windows, and then I'll be back. So, once I said I couldn't find gray paint anywhere, what did I find in my stash? But some dark gray paint, of course. Oh, so I'm going to paint the windows that color. But I don't think I like this brush too well, so I'm not going to use that. And I don't know what I have for a little tiny brush with good bristles on it. I might have to go searching for something. I'll try this one and see how it works. I didn't like the other one too well. Not crazy about this one. It's kind of hard for me to keep this thing in the camera and paint it. Oh, I'm going off the windowsill onto the building. This is going to be another 2 coats of paint probably. Anyway, I think that's what I'm going to do, so I will continue on and come back when I get that done. Okay, so I got all the gray on. I painted the doors black. And I also painted around here black. And now I just have to do something with the platform and this here thing. And then the roof. So that's it for now. So I guess I need to pay attention to when my video is actually recording, and it isn't. I thought I was recording all this time and it wasn't. So anyway, I have the railway station done, and that's it. Not bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So railway station is done. Nowhere to put it, but it's done. So I don't remember exactly what I was doing when I thought I was recording, but I think maybe I was explaining that I had put Tide blue paint on there. I did a wash on the roof, and then I just wiped it back. I'm going to have to go back and look at my video, see what I did get in there and what I didn't get in there. And then these, these here, I had to paint them, painted them dark gray. And then I painted the platform the dark gray and the benches the dark gray. So that's it. And here are some photos of a before shot and after. Not recommended to paint after you put something together. Remember to do it before. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great day.